This chart right here was created 150 years ago, and it has predicted some of the best times to buy and some of the best times to sell in human history. And 150 years ago, this chart made a prediction about the year 2026. In today's video, I need to let you know on what this prediction is and how this could really shake up markets worldwide. Let's get into it. Welcome. I'm Steve. Here we deliver honest, sponsorship-free TA with genuine value. Subscribe for a no BS approach that actually helps you. Subscribe. So here we are on this chart created 150 years ago by a guy named Samuel Benner. You see, he was a farmer and he had lost everything in a pandemic. A pandemic hit, in a snap of fingers, everything was gone. At that moment, he became fascinated with pandemics. He started studying all the historical data known to man at the time in 1875. He did research day after day after day, studying nonstop what causes pandemics. Are there any rhyme to reason? Are there repeatable patterns? He was really fascinated in human psychology and repeatable patterns. And he put all of his research together and he made this chart 150 years ago. And by the way, just take a look at 1999. You may remember the dot-com bubble. Yeah, he predicted essentially the dot-com bubble way before it was even close to being a thing. And you guys remember the pandemic, right? The COVID crash. Yeah, he also was pretty much on the money there as well. But he made those predictions way back in 1875. That's right. And he also made a prediction about 2026 that we need to get into because this could really throw a curveball into markets worldwide. Now, let's start to understand what this chart is because we've got a section called A, right? This top part here. These are the panic times. Okay, this is when something in the world will absolutely throw a curveball into the mix and the world goes into an absolute frenzy. It's some of the worst times in human history, but there's a rhyme and a reason. You see, humans are very predictable. So when you take human behavior, there goes these cycles where when humans feel really good, we start to buy everything in sight. But then we don't know how to control our emotion, so we just buy, and then the bubble bursts, and then we freak out, and then we ride this wave down, and then as soon as the wave crashes down, we usually sell everything at the worst possible time, and then the whole thing repeats. Humans are so predictable, which is why this chart made 150 years ago is still fascinatingly accurate because humans are still humans. Now, this is where Section A comes into play, right? Most of you were born after 1981, some of you before. Some of you might remember 1965. There was definitely some turmoil in those times, and around 1945 as well, definitely some turmoil during those times. And what's fascinating that I want to get into more is 2035 is predicted to be the next world pandemic. Maybe there's a war, maybe there's something going on, but mark your calendars because there's going to be a catastrophe that humans haven't seen before, and it's going to be something that we've never dealt with, and nobody's going to know what to do, but we will revert back to this chart. Now, that's Section A. Section A is basically the best times to buy, right? Simply put, when you have a pandemic on your hand, these are the best of the best times to buy, but they're also the craziest in the world. Then we get to Section C at the bottom. Section C are essentially the best times to buy during those smaller market cycles, right? A is the best time to buy because there's these huge pandemics. C happens more often, right? So for example, you see 2023 on the chart. You all remember 2023. That was a really, really good time to buy. And keep in mind, this chart was made 150 years ago, which I always say on this channel, take the news and throw it in the garbage. This is quite literally proof of that. Literally, everybody thinks like, oh my God, we had a crash because of the pandemic, because of the COVID crash. No, we had a pandemic happen because of human behavior. We got to repeat the same patterns again and again and again. So this shows you, this is absolute proof that news belongs in the trash. This guy predicted these things 150 years ago. How would he know the news? He can't. He can't predict the news, but what he can predict is human behavior. And once human behavior happens, the news will just make a story about that. That's it. No hype, just facts. Subscribe and relax. So the news belongs in the garbage, right? He already circled on his calendar 2023 as a phenomenal time to buy. And if you remember, that's when Bitcoin was down around $15,000. Okay. So he also references 2032 as a really good time to buy, which is right before the pandemic. So you sort of ride the wave. You buy in 2032, maybe you sell in 2034, you make some quick gains, you get out of the way, and then this huge pandemic happens, and then you buy again in 2039. Right? According to his chart, this is what he's saying. So now we've accomplished level A, we've accomplished level C. Now I want to get into level B, and when you understand level B, we've got 2026 circled on the chart. And keep in mind, this was made 150 years ago, and he circled 2026 on the chart. So let's get into this. Level B are the years of good times and high prices, right? It's time to sell all value things you're invested in. In other words, these are the glory days. These are when the markets are at their peak. These are when markets are at the absolute time. Okay. So if you look recent years, you can see 1999 right here, right? Peak.com. Again, this was made in 1875. He put 1999 on there, and is spot on. I mean, that's the glory days of the stock market. He also put 2007. You remember the 2008 crash, right? So again, he put 2012 as the time to buy. Spot on. So when you look at it, that next cycle peak, 2016, these things are so accurate. I just find this fascinating. When I found this information, I had to make a video about it because I nerd out on stuff like this. Is so cool. I think this is so fascinating. So 2026, right? If we're looking at level B and we understand that these are years of good times, years of high prices, and times to sell value, we have to keep that in mind, that those are the peaks of markets. Now, a lot of people that follow crypto, we understand the 4-year cycle. We understand the 4-year cycle. A lot of people think the 4-year cycle came from crypto. That's completely wrong. The 4-year cycle has been repeating in stocks for decades and decades and decades and decades and decades and decades. Way before I was born, the 4-year cycle was here. So a lot of people that believe the 4-year cycle is just tied to crypto, no. That's not how the world works. Again, humans are very predictable. We've been on 4-year cycles before my parents were born, right? So when you look at the B time, right, we go back to 1999. Is that a time to buy stocks value or sell? That's a time to sell. 2007, is that a time to enter? No, that's a time to sell. But there's a twist. The 4-year cycle that everybody knows for crypto puts the cycle top in 2025, potentially the end of 2025, meaning that's the time to get out of the market. So why is 2026 circled? What does it mean for you, for your crypto holdings, for potentially your stock holdings? Does it mean that you shouldn't sell until 2026? Does it mean that we could potentially be on the brink of an extended cycle? Does it mean that if we thought the cycle ended in 2025, but it really goes into 2026, that somehow it destroys this 4-year crypto cycle that everybody knows? This throws a big wrench in the cycle. So what are my thoughts about this? Well, I think this chart was made 150 years ago. And sometimes Samuel Brenner was off by, let's call it, a year and change, right? Case in point, 2019 as a pandemic. The pandemic happened in very, very early 2020. So was he a couple months off? Was he a year off? Okay. The dot-com bubble, 1999, we can really call that kind of 2000. Right? So was he a little bit off? Okay, a little bit off. So in my assessment, could crypto extend its bull run into 2026? Certainly. Do I think crypto could extend its bull run into late 2026? No, I don't think so. Could it extend maybe to the beginning of 2026? I think that's feasible. Now, is the maker of this chart, are they off by sometimes a year or whatever? Sure. Will I hold to 2026 because of this chart? No. What I will do is I will act according to my exit plan strategy, which I made a masterclass about, which is going to be one of the best times to exit when you follow this strategy. So I love this chart. I love everything about it, but this does open the door slightly for a small chance that the bull run of this cycle we're in right here could spill over into 2026. Trade like a tourist or go with the pros. The FFA is where the real ones go. Link in description.